Okay. All right. So I think we can start now. Also, anyway, we can start now. So my name is Enoch Apia Jr. And basically with this session, we're just gonna start with the introduction, which will be like 5 minutes introduction of me and how far I've come in my digital marketing journey. Then I'll talk about the Meta Art Manager that we are about to learn. Then I'll just slice a bit of how the dashboard works for you. Then we'll go full on demo mode because basically what I want this session to be is a full on demo. I don't want to be talking. So once I finish with the petty talkings, then we go on full on demo on how to set up campaign. Again, if I'm talking and you want to ask a question, can just feel free to drop it in a chat. I will attend to it the moment I'm done or at a point in my presentation. Because yeah, probably I might not get time. I mean, time won't be on our side for me to answer all the questions. So if you want to ask anything, just drop it in a chat. Then I'll attend to it the moment it comes, right? All right. So my name is Enoch Apia Jr. and currently I'm a digital media strategist at Builders Studio. And basically what we do at Builders is that we provide consultancy services to businesses who have Shopify website. We also provide branding, concept, and strategy. And when it comes to designing, we do design, we do also do visual identity, we also do interface design. And also at Builders, we do digital, that is full-fledged digital services in a sense of UX and UI designing. We also do prototyping, app development, and a complete digital marketing in which I'm the head of that department. We also do film, that is art direction, post-production, and general directions in film. I'm Meta certified, just to put your mind at ease. I'm also Google Ads certified and LinkedIn certified. I also run a podcast that is a Colors of Social Media podcast based off my experience in digital marketing, and it's hosted on Spotify or wherever you get your podcast. On Threads, you can find me at I Am Robot Boy, LinkedIn, Enoch Apia Jr. And again, you can listen to Colors of Social Media podcast, which clearly is about digital marketing on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts, right? So basically, that's all about me, Enoch Apia Jr., a Meta certified digital marketing strategist. So again, this is the exercise that I want us to do. Basically, Florence have made mention that she has boosted some posts before. So basically, we have someone who is familiar with posting posts on Meta. But then again, what we are about to do is a bit more detailed, and it provides more benefits to you as a business or as someone who wants to dive into digital marketing. You can do the boosting, but then if you are able to manipulate the Meta Ads dashboard, it will be of great benefit to you also. So basically, let's just get into it. I don't want to be talking too much because I want to use my whole time to demo how to set up campaign on the Meta Ad Manager, right? Okay. So what is the Meta Ads Manager? The Ad Manager is your starting point for running ads on Meta platforms. It's essentially the all-in-one tool for creating ads, managing when and where they will run, and tracking how well your campaigns are performing towards your business goals. Now, as a business, you have a goal, whether to drive people to a website that you have, whether to drive people to your web store, whether to drive people to watch your video. That will be your business goal. And with this platform, it will help you to do just that. Because what is the main difference between the boosting of your posts on Instagram or Facebook and that of you running promoted ads on using the ads manager is that with the ads manager, you get to align your business goals with the digital marketing goals that the ads manager provides. Now, essentially, how to access this is basically you getting a business suite account by going to business.facebook.com, then visit the all tools menu in your business suite. Again, as in my demo session, I will show you how to access this tool using the business suite. But you have to take note of this website, the business.facebook.com, because that is your starting point. Again, you can download the Meta Ads app from the Play Store or the Apple App Store so that you can manage your ads on the go. You don't need to always be working on the platform, on your desktop if you want to manage the ad. Once you have the Meta Ads app on your phone, you can manage your ad. All right, so let's get into basically the following slide. I think 2 slides will basically I'll outline the essential features of Meta Ads Manager. So the key features of the Meta Ads Manager is that it gives you the opportunity for you to create new ads. Unlike boosting posts on Instagram or Facebook, with Meta Ads Manager, you get to set up a new ads. But on boosting, you have to boost a post that you've already posted. Now, in setting this new ad, you get the opportunity to select campaign parameters such as the campaign objective, which aligns with your business goals. You get the opportunity to manage the creative work, write the ad copy, and essentially review how your ads look on different devices. Again, another feature is giving you the ability to set up and manage your ad budgets. Basically, you can set up the overall budget for your campaigns, whether you want it to run for a day or 2, or even the whole lifetime of the campaign. You get the opportunity to control this in the Meta Ads Manager. You get the opportunity to choose your audience also, because running ads on Meta is all about, and not only on Meta, on digital platform, it's all about your audience. So you get an opportunity to define your audience for smarter ad targeting, adjust your target audience to be as broad or well-defined as you like. Then you get the opportunity to run ads across multiple apps. This is one of the features why I rely on the Meta Ads Manager, because what I realized with boosting pages on Instagram and Facebook is that your boosted post only sits on Facebook and Instagram. But then when you use Meta Ads Manager, you can push your ads to other placements, such as even games that people play, so that they will see your ads be running there. So the first part of the features of Meta Ads Manager, 1, you get a chance to create your new ads. You get a chance to set up and manage your ad budgets. Thirdly, you get a chance to choose your audience. And with the Meta Ads Manager, you can run ads across multiple apps. The last slide also talks about more of the features of Meta Ads Manager. You can adjust your campaign, the campaigns that you created. You get a chance to adjust the campaigns in a sense of editing the budget, the audience, the placement options, the placement, whether you want the ad to show on Facebook feed, Instagram feed, Facebook stories, Reels, Instagram Reels stories, and creative, including editing multiple ads on a go. That is you using the Meta Ads Manager. You get a chance to pause, duplicate, relaunch ad campaigns at any time too. Now, with running campaigns, it's all about performance, and you can improve the performance with a dynamic creative. Basically, dynamic creative is basically automatically delivering personalized ads with based off the user intent, based off how user resonates with your ad, right? And you get to use the Meta Ads Manager to do that. You can't do that by just boosting your post on Instagram. Now, as a marketer, you get a chance to also test which ads perform best by creating a simple A/B test to determine the best target audience, the best delivery optimization, the best placement for your ads, the creative and product set for each of your ad campaigns. And lastly, you get real-time insight for you to make real business decision. You see if your ads are driving the intended goal for your business, by spotting the trends over time, how you can improve on that. And with that, I believe your business will be successful. So again, you can adjust your campaigns with the Meta Ads Manager, improve performance using dynamic creative, get real-time insights, and test which ads perform best by executing an A/B test. All right. So let's just get started with going into the Meta Ads Manager. Right. So a quick start guide, you have to make sure that you have a business suite account with your pages connected. So the overarching activities that you have to do here is that you have to create a business suite account by going to business.facebook.com. Then you connect the page that you want to run the ad to that business suite. And once you've created a business account with pages connected, you automatically have an ads manager account. Again, the next step is that you have to check whether your ad account settings confirm with your account information, because you're going to be paying the ads that you're running. So you have to make sure that your ad account is tied to a payment platform, a payment gateway, that is either your credit card or if you have a PayPal account. Then lastly, you have to set up your payment method. Okay. So the following activities that I'll be doing will be basically how to demo, how to set up a campaign using the Meta Ads Manager. But before that, I believe by the time I finish, I won't be getting time to, interact with you. So I've set up a WhatsApp channel. It's all about Colors of Social Media podcast, mainly about my podcast on digital marketing. So if you want to join the channel, you can scan this code to join, or you can reach out to me on LinkedIn, Appiah Junior, Threads, I'm Robert Boyd, or you can shoot me an email. Then we can take it from there. But then following activities will be about demoing the Ads Manager. I won't be coming back to this slide again. So if you want to also take a screenshot too, you are welcome to do that. All right, I'll just give you some few minutes. Whilst at that, I'll also be answering some questions that I've received so far. Okay, great. Okay, Prince. Okay, awesome. Glad that you are loving it. So there's a question here. Just want to attend to it. How long is the recording? Okay, it's not in relation to this presentation. All right, so I'll give you some few minutes for you to record it. Once you are done, you give me a thumbs up, then I'll continue with the demo. All right, so I have one here. Hi, Florence, you can talk.
No, I'm fine.
Awesome. All right. Okay. So I think I have appreciable number. We can go ahead and go into setting up our first ad campaign using the Meta Ads Manager, right? But before that, I want you to know the whole structure of Meta's Ads Manager, how everything is structured, right? When you get to the Ads Manager, we have what we call the campaign level. And at the campaign level, right beneath the campaign level, we have the ad set level. And under ad set level, we have the actual ads, the ads that is shown to the public, right? So at the campaign level and the ad set level, people don't see it like the usual audience that you are targeting or anybody on Facebook or Instagram, they don't see this level. But what they see is the ads that is shown to them, the ads that shows that it is sponsored, right? So at a campaign level, what you have control over is the campaign objectives, the budgets. That is, if you want to place the budget at the campaign level. Now with this, if you place the budget at the campaign level, the budget is the budget covers the asset level, all the assets in that campaign. And again, at the campaign level, you get to control the buying type, whether you want to buy the ad space using auction or reservation. Now, the asset level is the place where you get to update your performance goal. That is your core goal that you want the campaign to accomplish. You get to set your budget here also. The identity, that is the page that you want to connect the campaign to. You get to schedule your ad. That is the time frame that the ad should run. You talk about your audience here, the platform, and placement. And at the ad level is the actual ad creatives that it is shown to the public. You also can insert your tracking code to measure, for instance, if you are running a traffic campaign, the number of people who clicked on it, not the number of people who clicked on it, and where we are getting the traffic from. Oh, okay. So Eric, let me see. Let me work on the audio. Eric says the voice is slow. Is anybody experiencing the same?
I think I can hear you very clear. I don't know if he can uh, try increasing his
Yeah,
volume.
yeah, Eric, plays too fast. Okay, all right. So let's get into the Meta Ad dashboard. I'm gonna stop sharing this screen and I'm going to share my business suite screen. So give me a sec, guys. All right, so at this stage going, it's purely demo. And I'm gonna take my time we have enough time. Yeah, it's good that we started early. So we've done all the talking. Now what is left is the actual demo. So I'm gonna take my time. You can type in anything, all the questions that you wanna ask, then I'll answer them intermittently. So let me just share my screen right away. Mingo, help me if I'm having issue with the screen, please be on standby.
All right, sure.
Also, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Richard, can you see? Yeah, awesome. All right. Okay, so as I said earlier on, before you get a chance to experience Meta Ad Dashboard, you have to get a Meta Business Suite. And that is what I've done here. Currently, I went to business.facebook.com, and I created a business suite, right? If you're a business, you have to get the business suite, then you put your pages under, especially if you manage multiple page. If you're a freelance digital marketer, this is the way to go. You create a business suite for your agency, then you put the various business that you run under this business suite, right? So that is what I've done here. Now, once you create the business suite, you create your ad account, and the ad account is attached to the individual businesses because they all have their own payment method, because you don't want to be mixing accounts together and you don't want to be mixing metrics together. So you create a business suite account by going to business.facebook.com. You set up your business on there. Then if you've already created a page, you connect it to the business suite account. If not, you create a whole new page under the business suite account. It's a whole new exercise on its own, which I'll gladly send you through if you shoot me an email. But then this session is about going to the Meta Ads dashboard. But then I'm always available if you want me to help you with setting up your business suite and connecting your pages and ad account to it also. Right. So long story short, we've created our business suite. I've attached a page to it called Bulljoy, and okay, it's out. And I've attached my page to it. So what we need to do now is to go to the Ads Manager. And going to the Ads Manager, you can click All Tools, right? Then you click on Ads Manager here. Remember, this symbol means it will open in a new tab, right? So
I'm going to do just this in 3 minutes and come. 3:30.
This symbol means, it means it will open in a new account. So what new tab? So once I click on it, you should expect that I'm going to a different tab. I'll see if it is still shared. If not, I'll share that tab also. So I'm clicking on it. Can you still see my screen? Do you see Welcoming Launching Ads Manager? Awesome. All right. So awesome. We are at the Ads Manager here. We are at the Ads Manager. Right. So basically, the first place that you see is the account overview. It gives you just a quick overview of what is happening in your Ads Manager. If you are running campaigns, this is where it will show, right? And basically, this is the business name. This is the ad account that I've created for the business, right? So whatever I'm doing it still stays under this ad account. So let's do something. Let's do what we came here to do. We came here to create our first campaign, right? So you can come here, the campaigns here on the left side. You see, we have the account overview here, and that's where we are at the moment. The next one is campaigns, ads reporting, audiences, ad account settings, billing, and all tools. We are not going through all of these places. What our focus should be is the campaigns area. So we click on campaigns. All right. Now you see we haven't created any campaign yet because our dashboard is empty. And you remember I told you about the levels of the ad manager. This is the first level that we are at now, the campaign level. So once we set up a campaign, Meta will tell us to create an ad set. And if you continue to create an ad set, it will sit in the campaign. Then moving on, Meta will tell us to create an ad. Then the ad will sit in the ad set. So it becomes like a Russian doll. I don't know if you know Russian doll. We have the bigger doll, then the smaller doll will fit inside, then another doll will fit inside. So the campaigns is the bigger doll, then there will be a smaller doll That will be the assets level. Then another door will be the apps, right? So let's start with our first campaign. Remember, setting up campaigns on the Meta Ads dashboard, you should be guided by your business goal. That is what you want Meta to do for your business, okay? And it is then that you will choose the objective that you want. Typical example, if you want people to be aware of your business, that you've started a new business, and you want people to know that you are doing this business, the digital objective that aligns to this will be awareness. If you set up a business and you want people to visit your website, the digital objectives that you have to choose will be traffic. If you set up a business and you want people to buy from you, that is a complete sale. You can't do this in boosting. You have to choose the digital objective that is sale. So we will do two campaigns. The first one will be just awareness based, telling people that we set up a business, so they should, be aware of us, right? Then the next one will be a traffic campaign that is driving people from Meta platforms to a website, to a destination, however it will be, right? So let's start with the awareness campaign. First thing you do, obviously, you click on create and click create. Okay, so remember I told you at the campaign level, you choose your buying type, whether you want to do auction buying or reservation. Auction, basically, you set up your ads and it will be like an auction base, the one with a higher bid. Meta gets to shows the ad to the audience. If you have lower bid, Meta doesn't show your ad. Basically, just as what happens at an auction event, the one with the highest bid will obviously take the price away. So basically, that's that. Then the reservation, so you can reserve that maybe at this day you want Meta to run an ad for you. So they should reserve the time and space. You book it so that the moment when the date comes, you solely get a time to run your ad. What's most common for most businesses is the auction type. Because with the auction type, you get to, especially if you have a good creative, you get to get good deals from Meta. It becomes cheaper for you and all that. So let's stick to auction-based buying type now. Right. Now you see, we choose the campaign objective. I told you we'll be doing awareness. Then we'll be doing lower funnel objective like the traffic moving on. So under awareness, Meta will tell you awareness is good for reach. It's also good for brand awareness, video views, store location awareness. So again, you have to know your business. What do you want for your business? Okay, then you come to the Meta Ad Manager. Then you choose that aligns with your business. So for instance, if you want people to know about your store location awareness, you don't choose traffic, you see, because when you choose traffic, it is good for these things. That is link clicks, landing page views, Messenger and WhatsApp calls, Instagram profiles. But right now, what I want is, let's say, store location awareness. So I'll choose the awareness as my campaign objective. So you check awareness. Then scrolling down, you have to name your campaign, right? Usually, you can give it any name as long as you understand it, especially when it comes to reporting, making meanings out of the numbers that Meta gave you. But with me, my best practice is that with a campaign name, I start with a campaign name, the business campaign name. Let's say new store at, okay, let's go mobile web new store, right? That is the campaign name. Then I can bring a pipe here. Then I type the campaign objectives. In this case, I'm doing an awareness campaign. So I bring the pipe, then I type awareness, right? Now, once you are done, you can go ahead and create all of these. You can fill the asset level, the ad level area. But then because it's a tutorial in a session, I don't want to go all the way down. I want us to walk through. So I want to fill this area. I'll click on continue. All right. So what will happen is that this will come up. This is it. So you see, remember the name we use for the campaign name is still there. Mobile web website and awareness. That is the objective. Now you move on the category. Is it a special ad category in the sense that are you running an ad for credit, for employment, housing? Once you select these things, Facebook has its own policy that you have to go by. But we are not doing anything. So we don't need to declare any categories that we are doing. The buying type, we already chose the buying type when we were setting up the campaign initially. Either ways, you can, if you have a change of mind, you can come here, edit, then you change the buying type. But we are still sticking to auction. So we just make it auction. Again, we chose the campaign objective when we're setting it up. So it is still there. But then if you want to change it to, you can come to edit, then you change the campaign objectives here. We are still sticking to awareness, so we do that. Now, this is the part where I was telling you that you get the chance to do A/B test. But since this campaign is just an awareness campaign to tell people that we've opened a new store, we don't check this A/B test here because we don't want to run any A/B test. Again, we don't want to put our budget at the top level of the campaign. If you want to do that, then you check here. So with that one, if you put the budget here, the budget controls everything that still sticks in the asset. Let's not go there. We'll do that later on. So we've turned everything off. We are not doing any A/B test, so the toggle is off. We are not doing any advantage campaign budget, so the toggle is also off. Now let's review. With everything, especially if you are doing with money issues with Meta, whatever edits that you do, you have to make sure that you review that it is exactly what you want. So you come review. Good. That's the campaign name you set. It's not a category. I mean, it's not a special ad category, so we didn't declare anything. Our buying type is still auction, and our campaign objective is awareness, which aligns with our business goal, telling people that we have a new store. Got it. So we go next. Next year. Good. Now we come to the ad set level. Remember, you start from the campaign, then you come to the ad set level. Then in the ad set level, we have the ad itself, the actual thing, the actual creation that people see once your ad reaches them. So we name the asset here. So usually the asset, I name it according to the platform that I'll be running the ad on. So this ad set, I want it to run only on Facebook, only on Facebook. So I create Facebook. It's still the campaign. So mobile, web. Again, you can choose your own way of naming campaigns as long as you understand. It's not necessarily you have to go by my way of naming the campaign. So it's still an awareness. Okay. All right. Now the performance goal. How do you want Meta to improve on the delivery? Do you want to get more reach, that is unique reach, that is everybody that falls in your target audience? Do you want to reach them? Or do you want to have higher frequency? That is a lot of people should see, I mean, just small section of people should see plenty of your ads. So if you want to maximize reach, Meta will try to show your ads to as many people as possible. That is, you want to increase the reach of your campaign. Now, if you want to maximize the number of impressions, Meta will try to show your ads to people as many times as possible. Now, with this one, you have to align with the campaign. What do you want people to do? Do you want to increase the reach? That is, everybody will see your ad, or do you want to instill memorability? If you want to instill memorability, that is, you have to increase the maximum number of impression, meaning Meta will show the ads to plenty people, will show the ads plenty times to a section of the people. With that, you are instilling memorability inside their brain. The moment they think about mobile, they will think about your store, because this morning they saw your ad, in the afternoon they saw your ad, in the evening they saw your ad, when they were about to sleep they saw your ad. But then if you want to reach majority of the audience, right, majority, then you might want to reduce the number of times the ad is shown. So with that one, the performance goal, you stick it to maximize reach of ads. So once the ad is shown to one person, it moves to another one, it shows, so that at the end of the campaign, a lot of people will see your ads. But then the caveat here is that it won't instill memorability because they saw it once. Okay, so with this one too, it's up to you. However, do you want to do it? Do you want to maximize number of impression or maximize reach? Again, if you want to maximize ad record, Meta will show your ads to people who are likely to remember seeing them. With this one too, after everything, you have to do what we call brand lift study to actually check if it was accomplished. This is a bit more advanced, but then with these two, you can align with your business goal, then you choose any. So because we want to tell people that we've set up a new store, we just want to do maximize reach of ads. Now we come to the identity. Which page do you want to attach the ad to? If you're a freelancer, probably you are handling multiple pages. So this place, you have to really take a critical look here so that you don't save the ad using someone's page. Okay. Now we know that we want to run the ad with both joy. So it's still there. Now the bid control is an optional activity. Meta will aim to spend your entire budget and get the most 1,000 impressions using the highest volume bid, right? Because since we are doing auction based, we want to put our bid forward that this is how much we want to pay if Meta shows the ad 1,000 times. Now, with this one, you might limit yourself, for instance, especially if your creative is good, and you might limit yourself when you put up some low bid. With that one, if at the auction you don't get that bid side, that bid amount, your ad won't show. So we usually leave this place empty. Now let's open this show more options, right? Okay, so this is the frequency cap. Basically, the frequency cap is you telling Meta that within the 7 days, they should show your ad. In this instance, they should show your ad 1 times within the 7 days. You can increase this to the number of times that you want. So if you increase it to 6 impressions every 7 days, it means per an account, per someone who have an account on Meta platforms, any of the platforms, Meta should show the ad 6 times within 7 days. Okay. This one too, we usually leave it unchecked. Now, the buying model here is defaultly, you can't change it based off the objectives that we are using here. So when we are charged is impression wise. So anytime the ad is shown, we will pay. Okay. Then the delivery is standard. That one too, we can't do any editing. Now the dynamic creative will provide creative elements such as images and headlines, and Meta will automatically generate combination of optimized creatives for your audience. With this one, if you don't have any knowledge in creative, Meta will use your target audience to develop their own creative assets, which they think will work best for your business. Then they will deliver that ads with that creative. Now, with this campaign, I did a couple of creatives. So I will toggle the switch here off, right? Good. Now we come to our budget and schedule. Budget, basically how much you want to spend on the campaign. And again, there's you can go by whether daily budget, that is every day, within the window of the campaign, within the schedule of the campaign, you want to spend $5. In this instance, daily, we want to spend $5. That means if you run the campaign from now to the end of the month, which is 30th November, every day, Meta will charge $5 out of the budget. Okay, right. Ideally, we usually do lifetime budgeting. That is within the window of the campaign, you want to spend this amount. So however Meta will want to spend it, it is up to Meta for them to utilize the budgets for the best performance of the campaign, right? So I'll choose lifetime budget. Then I put a budget of, let's say, 50 USD on there, right? Now the start date, it is when you want to run the campaign. Do you want to do the campaign now? Fine. It is that today's date is 9th. The time as soon as possible, right? So we stick to the 2/19. Now, when do you want to end the campaign? Is it a month's campaign that you want to use to tell people that you set up a new business? Or do you want to do it for like 2 months? Either way, you have the control. So the calendar is there. Defaultly, Meta pushes to the following month. So when you are setting the calendar here, you have to make sure it is actually within the calendar date that you want to run the campaign. In this instance, I want us to run the campaign from now to the end of the month. So I go back here, then I select 30th, right? Now with this is coming because when we came to the asset level, we've spent a lot of time here. So if you click reset, it goes back to the actual time, which is the 2:30, right? Let's go show more options, right? Show more option is under show more options, you get a chance to schedule your ads, especially if you want to run certain comms in specific time of the day. For instance, if your product is really used in the morning, you might want to run your ads in the morning. Then all throughout the day, you don't run your ads to save your money. Okay. So if that's the case, let's say we want to run our ads only in the morning. We don't want it to show any day. So any time of the day. So you come to edit, then you check on run ads on a schedule, right? Once you check on that, Meta provides you a whole new space for you to control the time your ads is shown, right? Now we want to use the viewers time zone. That is the audience. We want to use their time zone, or you can choose to use the ad account's time zone. That is your time zone. So if you are running a campaign if you are setting an app for a business outside your time zone, you might want to use the viewers time zone. But then if the target audience is in the same time zone, you can either use the ad account time zone. That is as long as you're in the same time zone, or you can use the viewers time zone. Either way, they all work depending on the business goal. So with that, now we want to run the campaign in the mornings only, right? So we want to do 9 a.m. on Mondays through to, let's say, 11. That is morning, right? So the campaign will run from 6 a.m. to 11. That is on Monday. Now on Tuesday too, we want to do that. On Wednesday too, we want to do that. However, when we did let's say our market research, we realized that a lot of people take our products in the afternoons on Saturday. So that is where we want at that time frame that we want to run our ads. So we come to Saturday, you click here, Okay, afternoon starts from here. Let's do that. So you click there, all the way there. You see, however you want the ad to show, you get the power to choose the schedule. Right, as long as you check on run as on schedule. If you don't check runs as on schedule, you won't get this space for you to manipulate the times the ad is shown. Again, this can be shown when you are boosting your post on Meta. It's a bit limited when you decide to boost page using Instagram's boost feature and Facebook boost feature. Okay, all right. So again, because of AI and machine learning, Meta, when it comes to the audience, Meta knows the audience for you. So we call it, they give you the chance for you to control the audience. However, you can also leave the audience control for Meta to do its own thing. And if that is the case, you just leave this place empty. You don't touch it, but then you touch the location, especially if you don't want to run the ad in Ghana. If you want to run the ad in Ghana, you leave it. If you want to run the ad in, let's say, Nigeria, you come over here, you click on edit, you click on the X here to remove Ghana. Then you type the location that you want to run the ad. So you are doing Nigeria. Then it comes there, you click on Nigeria. Okay, good. So Meta will map the whole of Nigeria that this is where the ad will be shown. Okay, you get a chance to also do more things. The minimum age of people that you want to see your ad. If your business is tailored to older folks, you might want to change this to, let's say, 25, for instance, going. If your ad, your product or services is targeted at younger folks, you do this. You maintain the 18 here, right? Then you can also exclude these custom audiences. That one too, this is a bit advanced, so I don't want to go in more here, the custom audiences. But basically, custom audiences are audiences that you create for your business. An example can be maybe an audience you got from your CRM. Maybe people who purchase your products, you have their emails and things and their phone numbers. You can connect it here. Then you can show them the ads on there. Okay. So as I was saying, Meta can do Advantage Plus audience for you, whereby you leave the audience to Meta's able hand for them to choose the right audience for you. But because of tutorial purposes, I want us to open this up and explain things to you in there. So we want to switch to the original audience options. Again, if you don't know much about your audience, you can just leave this and continue setting your ad. But then if you know more about your audience in interest and everything, then you can switch to the original audience options here. So this is the original audience options. Remember, we were at Advantage Plus audience. Now I'll switch to the original audience. So we are sticking to Nigeria. In fact, for simplicity, let's go to Ghana. Let's just stick to Ghana. All right. Okay. Now we get a chance to choose the age bracket that we want to run. We want to play in. So let's say we are targeting 25 to 55 years old. All right. Now you see, once you open, you do away with the Advantage Plus, you get a chance to, dissect the audiences and everything. Now we come to gender. If you are targeting only women, we choose women. If you are targeting men, we choose men. But if they are, our com speaks to all gender, then we do all here, all right? In this case, let's do all. Then we can also go further with detailed targeting. That is, use interests, behaviors of the audience to target them so that our ad will resonate with them. Okay. So we want to, let's say, if you are targeting, let's say someone in uni, we can go demographics, we can go education, then we can go education level. You see someone at high school, we can choose that. If we are targeting someone at university, we can choose that one too. If you are targeting someone in with master's degree, we can do that one too, right? Cool. Now you can save this audience. For instance, if will be running subsequent campaign targeting at the same audience, you don't want to be going through this whole setup again. So you just save this audience so that the moment you set up a new campaign, you can just choose from that. Okay. All right. Now we come to the placement, right? Again, Meta provides advantage plus placement, where based on how people use it, people use the app, they will show the app to where they are mostly, to see the ad. Again, you can leave this in the hands of Meta, but then for tutorial 6, I want us to open it up here. Then we've opened up the advantage plus placement. So we come to edit. See, you see it's stuck at advantage plus placement, but then I want us to do manual placement. Fine. So we choose manual placement. Now, Meta will ask you about the platforms. So if you want to run the campaign, the ad only on Facebook, you have to uncheck the audience network, and you have to uncheck Instagram also. Okay, so that means if you are done with the ad, it will only be shown on Facebook. It won't be shown on Instagram, right? That is the platform. Now, digging further down at the platform level, we have what we call placement, and that is the various places inside the platform. We have the Facebook feed. Instagram feed is unchecked because at the top here, I unchecked Instagram, so it's unchecked here. But then moving down, we have Facebook Marketplace. We also have Facebook video feeds. And going down, stories and reels, we have Facebook stories. We have Facebook reels. Then going further down, Facebook in-stream videos, as on Facebook reels. Then Facebook search results. So all of these are placements that you can utilize your ad, so that your ads doesn't just stick to just Facebook feed, or if you chose Instagram as a platform, it just doesn't stick to Instagram feed, right? And you can do all of this using the Meta Ads Manager. You can do this by boosting your page, your posts on your pages. Okay. Again, one thing here is that if you hover the mouse on a selected placement, when you look down under the Facebook, I can't move the mouse here, but when you hover here, you see Meta will say, we recommend a square image, 1x1 image, and vertical, that is 4x5 videos, right? This mainly means that if you want to use this placement, your creatives, if it is an image, it should be a perfect square, right? That is 1x1. If you are doing a design, it should be perfect square 1x1. Or if you are uploading videos and you want to place it on a Facebook feed, it should be 4x5. Now, the implication here is that if you don't go by the sizes that the placement is asking, there is a high tendency that people won't see your creative. They won't be fully immersed in your creative. And with that, ad cost might rise up. Okay. So before you set up your campaign, you have to think about the placement where you want to use. Do you want to use Facebook feed? Do you want to use stories? If you want to use Facebook feed and you want to use image, it should be 1 by 1. And if it is videos, it should be 4 by 5, right? All of this, I can type it or somewhere for you. Again, if you want to use Facebook stories, it should be either images or videos, and the size should be 9 by 16, not 1 by 1. That is the perfect square. It should be 9 by 16. The same thing applies to Facebook Reels. It should be full screen vertical 9 by 16 videos. Okay, so that is the rule of the placement. Remember, we open it up, we move from Advantage Plus placement to manual placement. And with that, it opened up the platform that we can send our ads on. We chose Facebook, and Facebook, they gave us the chance to choose the placement that we want to use. We've settled for Facebook feed. We've settled for Facebook Marketplace. We've settled for Facebook video feeds. In fact, okay. And we've settled for Facebook stories, okay? Now, for time's sake, let me just select Instagram also so that we'll just be playing on this platform. One thing that's skipped here is the devices, okay? So the devices too, you get an opportunity to choose the devices that you want the ad to run on. Do you want your ad to run on all devices? That is there. If you want your ad to run only on mobile devices, then you uncheck desktop, okay? Then with this unchecked, with the desktop unchecked, it means your ad will only show on mobile devices, be it iOS or Android, as long as it has Facebook on. That is where your ad is shown. Now let's check the desktop also, because that is the recommended devices list that Meta is telling us to use. So, all right. And we want to check audience networks too. Okay, so you see, when I added the Instagram, they've checked Instagram profile feed. That one to the square issue, they recommend square image and 4 by 5 videos. Instagram Explore page, square image, and 4 by 5 videos. And Instagram Explore home is either you do a square image or 4 by 5 videos or full vertical video. That is the 9 by 16 videos, the story size images and all that. Okay, so let's move on. We've chosen our platform, we've chosen our placements. So let's open it up to show more options. Now, again, Facebook is asking us, do you want the ad to be shown on specific mobile devices? That one too, you can edit it. Because we chose mobile at the top, Facebook is asking, do you want your ad to be shown on all mobile devices or iOS? This one too, you have to align with your business goal. Typical example is that if you want to only connect with iOS users, that means you don't want to show the ads on Android users who can't act on it, especially if you are dealing with lower funnel objective, like maybe get app installation. Typical example is to get people to install your app. And let's say you've only done you only develop the ad for iOS devices. So it is ideally that you show, it's ideal that you show the ads to only iOS users. And that is where you choose that. So if you want only Android device users to see your ad, you choose Android device only. If you want iOS devices to see your ad, you choose that one also, right? In our case, we are using, we want everybody to see, so we are checking to all mobile devices. Again, with this part, it should, your business goal should guide you here, right? Good. Now the brand safety, Meta is doing good job with brand safety. So all of these parts, you don't want to touch it. They will do their own brand safety for you. All right. Again, once you are done with a level, you come to review here. Then you review everything and check if that is the right information that you put in, especially at this part, at this level, the asset level, because you are dealing with money. So the ad set name is still Facebook Mobile World Awareness, and the page that is attached to is BoldJoy. The budget is a lifetime budget of 50 USD, and we want to start today and end at the end of the month, which is 30th November, Thursday. We have our ad scheduling. It will run on a schedule, and we are using the US time zone. The location is Ghana, with the age being 25 to 55 years old. We are targeting all gender, and we have some detailed targeting. So that is people at high school, at university, master's degree, blah, blah, blah. And our placements, we are using two platforms here. That is Facebook and Instagram. And under these platforms, the placements are feeds, stories, in-stream, video feeds, reels, search results, and so on and so forth. Our performance goal is that we want to maximize reach. We want a lot of people to see our ad. And we've capped it as 6 times every 7 days. Our base strategy is highest volume, and we want to be charged per impression. That is per 1,000. Facebook should charge S with that. Okay, now that is done. Before I move on to the ad level, I want to answer some questions here. So let me just pick this question and I'll answer. Okay. All right. So there's a Q&A. When you want to run an ad targeted at 2 different segments of your target audience, what option do you go for? Set up a campaign with 2 ad sets or set up 2 separate campaigns? Good question. Anonymous. So again, my answer will be that, okay, what is the overall objective of the campaign, right? If these 2 ad sets have the same campaign objectives, that is, they all will drive to awareness. The only difference is the age bracket. Then I would advise that you set up that major big campaign umbrella, then you create 2 ad sets, right? If they all don't have the same campaign objective, then you can create separate campaigns differently based on the campaign objective that you want to accomplish. All right. So Sangita is asking, what is the ideal time a campaign should run for? Okay, the perfect time that I usually run a campaign is a month, because I believe with that time frame, Facebook, Meta gets the chance to learn about your audience, about the performance, and you can use the metrics for future campaign forecasting or planning. So our advice that you start with a month, then you can use that performance for future, all right, activities. So got it. All right. So let's move on to the ad level. So you click on next here. The ad level is the juicy part of setting up a campaign. It is the part where, the part that is shown to people, right? Your creatives, and that is when your creative juices comes in, right? So the first thing you do, just like the ad level and the campaign level, and the campaign level, you set up your ad name. So with this one, I go by using the post ID or the post type. So let's say announcer post for announcer post. Let's just do announcer post, right? That is that. Now, if you're running a partnership, that is, if you are running the campaign alongside creators or brands or other business, then you switch this toggle on. But most businesses, SME, I know the audience that joined this session, most people don't run partnership ads, so we don't turn this one on. Our Facebook identity, we already established it at the ad set level that we want to use the BoldJoy page to run this ad. So it has been grayed out because we've already selected. But what we didn't select at the ad set level is the Instagram account. So at the ad level, Meta is asking you, which Instagram account do you want to use to run this campaign? So that one, you click the drop down. Then if you've connected your Instagram, it comes. If not, you have to connect an account. Now, since we've connected the Boldjoy Instagram account, it has already dropped down. So you just click on it, then it selects. So however the ad is shown on Instagram, it will come with the My Boldjoy account, meaning this ad is being served by My Boldjoy. Okay. Now the next one is the ad setup. This ad setup, we have three options. The first one is to create the ad just here. You create the ad at the ad level yourself. The next one is you use existing post. And the last one is you use the Creative Hub markup. That is, you go to the Creative Hub and you do your own creative on there. We will settle on just the create ad and use existing posts here for now. So we want to check create ad. Now, if you go by this execution, we call it creating a dark post. And mainly, if you are creating if you do a dark post, your promoted post won't sit on the timeline of the page. So if you are running a campaign and you run it as a dark post, when someone comes to your page, they won't see the ad there, but it's still in the wild. It's still serving. People are seeing your ad. But then because you did it as a dark post, they won't see the ad. So that is what we'll be doing for at this time. Then I'll do a quick one. Then we'll do the one we will choose. We will choose use existing post. Okay. So let's do the create ad. But now, when you choose the create ad, you have three formats. The first one is using just a single image or video. And that is the most popular one. They use just a single image. And the next one is the carousel, the type of format that when people can swipe through. And it is usually used during for a consideration phase, especially if you want to drive people to your website. So they will see your items, they swipe, 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 swipe. And at the last part will be your website. So they click on it, then it lands on your website based on the item that they saw. So let's stick to the single image because we don't have a bunch of assets to do the carousel. The collection is also a group of items that opens into a full screen mobile experience. This is also another great execution by Meta. But then again, we don't have a bunch of items and because of time. So let's stick to the single image and video. So I'll select that. So the next one will be whether you want to run this ad as a multi-advertiser ads, which is a recommended action because it will increase your ad exposure, especially if you are running an awareness campaign, right? But then again, you have to look at your business. Is your business a shop? Because it will increase exposure to people in shopping mindset. That is people who are ready to make purchase. So if you are not at that stage of your business, although it's a recommended activity, you might want to uncheck it. You see, all the time, you should look at your business goal. It should guide you in setting up campaigns on the Meta Ads Manager. Okay, now we've done our ad setup. That is, we want to create an ad, and the format is we want to use single image. Now we come to the ad creative. That is the actual thing people will see. Okay, that actual thing people will see. We have chosen system placements, right? So we come here, edit. And because we've already created a page, Meta automatically chose our Facebook cover to be used. Okay, so we delete this. We want to remove all because we have our own asset that we want to use. Okay, so we've removed it. Now we come to add media. Then you come to add image because right now we want to create our own ad as a dark post, meaning nobody will see it when they come to the TL. So you come to add image. Then Meta will ask you, select media. Right now we want to upload an image. So we come to here, picture. Then we come to creative assets. We have one image here that we can open. All right. So give it some time, it will load. All right, it has loaded. Now the next one, you click on next. Then it will tell you based on the placement that we chose. For instance, stories and reels, Facebook will do 9:16, they will crop it. But with this one, I wouldn't do that because I have a 9:16 asset. Okay, I have a 9:16 creative asset. So this one, I will change it later on when we get to the ad level again. Now the fees in-stream ads for video is original. That is a recommended one, and this is perfect. It fits in well. And this one too, at the search results, Meta is telling that they want to crop it this way, which I think it still makes sense. So we'll just do crop for it to pick the actual site. Now we are done with that. This one, the stories and reels, remember, we will change it later on because it's not the actual site and it doesn't make sense, you see, because the text, I saw the sign is not seen. So you are done. I will show you how to edit that one out. So click on done. All right. So basically, this is how your ad will show. Okay. At the Facebook feed, this is a Bojo shopping service, right? But if this is how you see, you don't like some element that Facebook automatically included based off your business about or business information, you get a chance to remove it. So for instance, he checked that they will add music to the ad if they are posting it. So we uncheck it because we don't want to include any music to the ad. Again, they said they've added a destination. We don't want to include any destination to it. They will ask you, yes, remove customized assets. Okay. So we don't want to add any destination to it because it's an awareness campaign. We just want people to see that this is it. We don't want to drive people to our website or anywhere. Okay. So then the languages, you add your own translations if you are working in different language. This one, we are using English, so we don't want to do that. Now, because we are doing a dark post, we have to provide Meta with the primary text, that is the caption. Okay, so I just want to craft something out of mine here. So welcome to the new experience. All right. So hello. Well, all right, good. Again, Meta will give some text variation. If you want to include that, fine. But if you read it and it doesn't align with your business, you include it, you exclude it. You see, in this sense, they are all, yeah, it makes sense. So I've added one. You see, so it will be changing depending on how people resonate with the ad that they see. So if let's say Meta realizes that this particular caption is not getting people to act on something, then they will switch it to this particular caption. So it's also another added advantage of using the Ads Manager. All right, so we are not doing any language translation. Then remember, I told you at the ad level is where you do your tracking, especially if you are doing a website events. You are driving people to your website. So with this place or maybe an app, this is where you set up your website event, install your Pixel code and everything, your SDK, your event, everything, the tracking URL that you are using. We are not using that at the moment. So you just want to leave it unchecked. Okay, good. Again, we are done with the ad level. You review. All right. So the ad name is announcer post. We have the Facebook page that is attached to it to be Bowjoy. We have our Instagram account as my Bowjoy. We have the formats. We are using image and video. So let's go and see how it will appear in people's feed. So you come to advanced. All right. So we have Facebook feed is checked, Instagram feed is checked, Instagram profile feed, marketplace is checked, video feeds is checked, and the explore, okay, Instagram explore too is checked. The asset is nice. Explore home is there. But you see, when it comes to stories and reels, you see a square, a square, a square, a square with black thingy. Remember, we want to provide good experience to the platform users so that our ad costs will be lowered. So this place, we have to change it to a 9x16 asset. So let's go back to the ad level to change it to a 9x16 asset. So with this, you just close it here. Then you will come to edit. Then you look for stories or reels. That is it. So you come here, you click on it for it to show here. You see, then as you hover the mouse on this place, an edit button will come here. So you do edit. Good. Now remember, we want to change from the square to a 9x16 asset. So you click on change. Then I have a 9x16 asset already on my laptop. So I come to upload. Then I look for 9x16. There it is. I have a 9x16 here. Done. So it's processing. Got it. Good. So it's processing. Don't be, I mean, the yellow bar here, it means if you are doing a creatives, the most important thing shouldn't be in the yellow bar area. It's sort of a safe zone guardrail. So all the important, it's a creative angle. So all the important things that you want people to see should be in this area. Okay. So let me just turn this off. So this is how the asset will show on people's stories with a page name here and the asset. You see, it fills up the whole screen here. So with this one, you save it. Now you are done. You are done for stories. Now, when you come to Facebook stories too, it's there. Okay. When it comes to Instagram's reels too, is the old one there, right? So you come to Facebook stories. That one too, you do that. There's a simpler way, but then I want you to, go through everything. Then we can do the simpler one because we are learning here. Okay, so we come to change. We've already uploaded the assets already. So you click here, then you save it. So Instagram stories, we have it already. Facebook stories, we have it already. Instagram Reels is still the old asset. So we come there too, and we click on edit. Remember, we are changing from the square asset to the 9x16 asset. So click on change. We've already uploaded. Then you see, right? So we are done with Instagram Reels too. It's left with Facebook Reels. It still has the old asset. So you click on it and you can edit. Then you do change. Then 9x16. It fills the whole screen. Come on. Then you click on save. right? Now with this new edit, you are providing a good experience for people to still stay on the Facebook app or Instagram app. And with that, Facebook will award you with a lower ad cost. Okay, good. Now let's do our review again and see how everything will look once we upload it. All right, so this is it. We have everything one by one, bang, bang, bang. Our stories, you see, there is no black border up here. There is no white border up here. You see, nice, come on. You see, now, when you look here, invalid color action, if you see these things, it means there's some CTA that you need to include. Sometimes it's a bug. So if you feel like the placement that you are using, it won't be of benefit to you, you can remove it. Because in this case, we are using how many placements? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, which is enough, good enough already. So we can remove this ads on Instagram Reels placement at the ad set level. This one too, we can maintain it in it. Good. So that's the only place that we are having an issue. So we can go to the ad set level here. Remember, we've come here before. The ad set level, that is where we chose the platform and the placement. So we are going to the Instagram platform. Yes. So what we want to remove is ads on Instagram Reels. That is it. So uncheck, meaning we don't want the ad to show on there. So we go back to the ad level again. All right. So we are at the ad level, we review. Let's check how things will appear once we hit publish. All right, good. So you see, we've removed the ads on Instagram Reels as a placement. Everything is nice. Now, once you hit publish, your ads goes in the wild. It's not running yet. It will take some time, right? Depending on how often you run campaign, it will take some time because it has to be in what we call the learning phase. Facebook has to learn about your audience, how they resonate with ads, especially if you have not run an ad with the Meta Ads Manager before, right? So within, let's say, give or take 12 hours, your ads should start running. You should be getting numbers and you should be seeing performance, right? Now, again, what we did here is setting ads using the dark post method, right? The dark post method is basically we set the ad, it won't show on the TL of your business page, right? Good. Now let me answer the question I have before then I'll do another execution that is we're using existing posts that we've already posted and want to get people to be aware of that. Okay, so we go Q&A. Okay, when you want to run an, I think I've answered this. What's the ideal time? How do people, okay, good. Another question. So Anonymous is asking again, how do Facebook pixel work in terms of how they are able to identify persons across various devices and show ads to them? Okay, so basically how it works is I might say it's marvelous, right? So as a business owner, you install Pixel code on your platform, in your website. I must say that in your website. Now, if they come onto the website, Facebook starts recording their activities, especially if you are measuring events. Events is also activities. If you are measuring activities like click, purchase, and everything, once they start doing these activities, Facebook start recording them. And your pixel code is attached to your ad account. So if you are about to set up a campaign, you can pick data from that pixel code. And if they're on Facebook, right? If they're on Facebook, they get to see your ad because they visited your website before and they left footprint on your website, right? So basically that's how Facebook pixel work. And if you are running a website that sort of sells business, any website, if you have a business with a website, it's advisable that you install pixel code in the website. It doesn't come at any cost. It's a free tracking tool from Meta for you. So as long as you have a website, you have to install the pixel code on there. For other advertising platforms like Google, they have their own tracking tool too for you to utilize their platform. But then since we are talking about Meta now, I'll advise that if you have a website, install the pixel code in there. Good. All right. So that is this execution that I did is you setting up an ad by that post, right? So let me close this. Remember, I didn't hit publish because I don't have $50 to spend. So if Florence and Mungo will give me $50, I'll click on publish, and the ad will start running, right? But so let's just put that on the burner. So we close this. Remember the level again. You have the campaign level. Inside the campaign, we have the ad set level. And inside the ad set level, we have the ad level. So we are the ad level, meaning if I click on create, it will create an ad, which will sit inside this particular ad set. You see? And this particular ad set level, if I click on create, it will create an ad set level, which will sit inside this campaign. Okay. Now, what we want to do is we want to create another ad in the same ad set in the same campaign. So what we do is that we'll click on create. We'll click on that campaign. Then we'll click on that same ad set. Then we come to the ad level. Then we click on create. Okay. So with this, we have two ads inside one ad set. We have one ad set inside one campaign. I seriously want you to understand this level of arrangement so that you don't find yourself wanting when you are setting this campaign, because if you don't understand the level, it messes you up. So we are in the same asset level. So let me name this ad as use existing post. That is the ad name I'm giving it. So we click on continue. Okay, good. So the ad name is still use existing post. So we have the campaign here, we have the asset, and now we have two ads inside. Okay, we are still using the Facebook page Boldjoy as the identity. Our Instagram will be still my Boldjoy, right? Now in the ad setup, we don't want to use create new ad. In this instance, we want to use existing post. That is a post we've posted before. Previously, we've posted. So we click on use existing post. Again, we don't want to use multi-advertiser ad. So we uncheck it because we are not shopping. We are not a shop. And the campaign is not even tailored to shoppers. It's just an awareness campaign. So the ad, at the ad creative, we click on select post, right? A new pop-up will come. Then Facebook will ask you, where do you want to post? Where do you want to pick the post? You see, you can filter by all posts. You can filter by publish posts, add posts, schedule posts. Even if you schedule, you can still use it, right? So in this case, if you are the all posts, you are at the top level. So we can go ahead and choose this. Remember, you have the platforms. Right now, if you choose this asset, right, this post, it means you are choosing this post on the Facebook platform, right? If you come to Instagram and you choose this, it means this post was posted on Instagram. So all the metrics that you will be getting, it will be attached to this post, okay? Good. So on Facebook, we want to use this asset, right? Boom. So continue. Again, we don't want to add any music. Oh, good. So on Facebook, this Instagram, if you want to change the Instagram feed, we'll come here and we do change. Then we can talk about Instagram images because I want to use different images for both platforms. I mean, these platforms. So click here. Done. So on Facebook, it is the I saw the sign post. And on Instagram, it is the what is love post. Okay, good. Now we have our primary text. We can choose to add any, see, and we can choose to do this. Now, remember I told you there was a simpler way to change the stories and the reels, right? So in this time, I won't be picking from here. I can come here, edit placement, right? And do bulk editing. Now I can come here, stories and reels, done. Then I change to the stories that I want to use. All right, so this is just a card reel. Good. So you see, stories and reels, everything will be changed because I did bulk editing on here. Good. So you come here. There is no tracking here again, right? Because we are not tracking any visits. Okay, good. So basically, that's all. Now, let me, and after everything, you click on publish. You just don't leave it and move away from your laptop. You have to click on publish before the ads goes into the wild. But if not, it still sits inside the ads manager. All right, good. So basically, that's all. This is how it will appear. We are using 15 placements. And on Instagram, this is how it will show. On Facebook too, this is how it will show. When it comes to the stories area, we are still using these stories and the rules as that. Okay. And we are using us on Facebook rules. Okay, good. Mingle. Hello, Mingle or Bernard. Is anybody from mobile web online? Okay. All right. So then I guess I have to continue. All right. So we close it. Now the next campaign will be like to drive traffic to a website. If you have a website that you want people to visit, not to purchase, but to visit. Let's say you have a news website, you have a blog website. We can go, I mean, I can, because of time, I won't be able to go to a place that you want people to purchase if you want to run a sales campaign. So this time around, I want to do traffic. So let's just do it quickly. Now you have the foundation. So I won't be talking too much. So we come to campaign level again because we want to run a traffic campaign this time around. So you click on create. Then you come to traffic. Remember, we started with awareness. I mean, the first campaign was awareness. This time around, we are using traffic. So traffic, and it's good for link clicks. That is to drive people landing page with Messenger and WhatsApp. If you want to drive people to your WhatsApp pages, this is the objective that you use. Then you click on continue. So again, you name your campaign. Let's say mobile ASTBC traffic All right. So the campaign name, sorry about that. The campaign name is traffic. Then we are not doing categories. Our buying type is still option. Campaign objective is traffic. We want to drive people to the traffic. So once that is done, you click on next. Then we set the asset name. Again, we want to do maybe Facebook. Let me name ASDC traffic, right? Now the conversion location, that is, what do you want Facebook to do? Or what do you want people to do once they see your ad? You want to send traffic to your WhatsApp because that is where you want people to be. If you want to send people to your Instagram profile, you check on this. If you want to send people to your app, you check on this. Your website, you check on this. Now we are doing WhatsApp, so we check on it. Now the performance goal is that we want maximal number of clicks because that is the actual performance goal. We want people to do a lot of link clicks to our WhatsApp. So that is that the default one is maximize number of clicks here. Then you select your identity. Which page do you want to attach that one to? So my bold joy is there. Then again, you have to connect your WhatsApp. Okay, so with this one, you have to connect your WhatsApp. So let me change the conversion location to a website. It's the same. We maximize the number of link clicks. Then, when are you charged? In this instance, I want to pay Facebook. I want to pay Meta if and only when people click on my link. I don't want to pay them anytime they show the ad because if they show the ad and nobody clicks on it, I'm wasting money, right? But then I want to really utilize my money. So if they show the ad 1,000 times and nobody doesn't click on it, I don't pay anything. So when I'm charging, I want to change it from impression to only when link clicks happen. Because that one, if I know I get 50 link clicks, I'm paying for that. If I get 100, I'm paying for that, which is the ultimate goal that I want to accomplish anyway, right? So the budget we do lifetime and we do 350. Start date, end day, we can do December. Then the audience too, in this instance, because it's a lower final objective, I just want Meta to handle all the audience and everything because they know best. They know the sort of people who come to the platform and the way they interact with links that they see on the platform. So I'll leave it to that, to Meta, for Meta to handle everything. And the placement too, I'll leave Meta to handle that. Okay. If you still want to manipulate this, you can come here, you can edit here, then you can go manual placement. But in this case, link clicks and sales, to me, I leave everything to Meta for them to handle that. So I'm not doing that. And I come to my ad level or review. Everything checks. Then we come to the ad level. Right, so you name your ad. Website, click, let's see, SDC, just maybe first post, right? Then the identity is still there, Facebook page and my Joy page, right? Then you can choose to do create ad. In this instance, I want to use existing post. Then you select the post, choose this, but there's an exclamation sign. Okay, it's not related to that. Okay, so we have our primary text here. we have our button, learn more here. We want to drive people to the website. So ideally, depending on the ultimate business objective that you want to accomplish, you can choose. If you want to drive people to, let's say, your Instagram message, you choose send Instagram message so that it aligns with whatever creative that you are putting on there out there. So we do learn more here. Then we provide the URL, let's say Ghana.com, right? Then we update the post with it. Okay. So with this one, when the ad is sent to the world, it will come with the Facebook feed, the creative will come with it. Then right beneath it will be the CTA that you want to accomplish. Now, because we are sending people to a website, it will be prudent that you set up your website events, whether Peso code or you have your own code that you want to track, right? But we don't have any, so we leave this one. But then we come to review. So you come here. If you expand the preview, you see how it will show on the various platforms. See, so Facebook feed, it is misbehaving, but usually if it happens this way, you refresh it, it works. But then the Instagram, it will come with this asset, then the learn more button will be there. So come with this asset, learn more on the Instagram profile page. You see this one, you see we have the learn more, which will help us with the ultimate objective that we want to achieve. This one, we don't have the asset well. So you go back, because we don't want to pay more. We want to give people good experience. So you go back to change the square from, we change it from square to 9 by 16. So we can do multiple editing. So change. You have it already. Because okay. All right. So they are saying Ghana.com is not a valid URL, meaning your URL should be a valid one. So let me see. Let me think about a URL to use. So change. Let's see. All right. So let's say GhanaWeb.com. All right. So with that one, you see we got a valid URL. Everything shows as we planned. See, so if your URL, that means, your website or URL is not right, your ad won't show. All right. So everything, it comes to the assets, the Facebook right column that is on the desktop, the right side. This is how the ad will show. This is how everything will show. Right. Now with the ads manager, as you keep on running ads, you learn about how people resonate with your creatives, right? Again, you learn about the platforms, the placements that sort of gives you low ad cost. So as you keep on running and you realize that if you place your ad on the stories or the reels, you get lower cost, then you might want to think about improving, including stories and posts, and reels into your post as you move on. So basically, this is all about the ad manager. We did 2 campaigns, the awareness campaign and a traffic campaign. Time's not on our side. We couldn't do a lower funnel campaign, that is like sales. But then I'm always available, as I said. I hope you took screenshots of my contact. But then if not, I will drop it in the chat over there. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I'll drop it on there for you to see so that you can reach out to me should you want to set up your ad campaign with the ads manager, I'll be happy to guide you through and everything, right? With every tactics that you will need, because I believe that is the way, that is the direction you need to use if you want to set up campaign on Meta platforms. So yeah, that's all from me. I'll still be on to take questions. I know I've exceeded, I told you I've exceeded my time, way past my time. So, but yeah, I'll still be on to take questions. If anything, you can just, if you have any question or feedback, you can just give it to me, then we move. All right. Thanks for having me. I'm still on. I'll just drop my contact details on there. Honestly, I just want to, I think I said it at the top of the presentation.